there, you know, like what's like the right weight to be and like, you know, what's healthy and what's not. So France is actually making waves to ensure that like young girls aren't subject to like really unrealistic beauty standards. So they have actually passed a law that says models are required to present documentation of their body mass index, which is like, you know, a measure of the body fat on your body. And it has to be of at least 18% now, because they're trying to, you know, combat like anything that's, you know, pro, you know, anorexia, like a big problem with models. So the average American woman has a body mass index of 28.1. So, you know, 18% is still really thin, you know, but like Twiggy back in, you know, the 60s, she had a body mass index of 15%. Kate Moss in the 90s, hers was 16%. So to give you a little idea of, you know, where 18 stands, it's still super thin. So what do we think of that as models? You know, what do you
think? People are, it's kind of weird with that because your body mass index isn't always a good measurement of
it's
what
not. Right.
It's metabolism, your muscles, you know, there are other factors.
I'm looking at it from a different perspective in terms of making a law about this. At the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. I think it's better to start programs that help girls that feel, you know, that have these issues within themselves versus making a law. That's not going to really fix the problem. You know,
and then my problem is, again, I am 108 pounds, not by choice, but this is just how my body is. I can eat, I can take vitamins, I can take shakes. My body will not get past maybe at the most 115. So you're telling me that if I lived in France and I'm 6 foot whatever, and because of the fact that I just cannot take on, or my body will not produce any more body, you know, any more fat or whatever, that I can't be a model? It's not my fault. This is just how my body is. It's genetics.
Listen, if they try
That's the only thing that I don't like about it.
Try to do that in the U.S., I don't know how that would turn out.
That wouldn't turn out well because...
Well, Italy and Israel both already have body mass index requirements. We don't really have it here in New York. They have other, you know, campaigns that they try to do, like solving other problems, like curfews for really young models, you know, like 15 years old. And so they have other, you know, issues that they're trying to combat.
That's good that they're doing that. I actually did an article on that, so everybody could check that out too. I did an article on it speaking about how to go about it. And it's good that they have other campaigns because you're right, Candy, it's not all about just making rules. It's kind of like they might backlash. But it will restrict them to some extent because they actually are saying that whoever's involved with letting models model that are under that BMI, they could go to jail for up to 6 months. So who knows? They might listen. But you should really want them to do it for their best health and not just by force, you know, by making rules. I agree with that. And so I think it's good.
You can't force anybody to do anything, so it doesn't make a difference to do it that way anyway.
So I like the other campaigns like Dove has. Dove has a campaign called Real Beauty Sketches where they had women come in and write pictures of what they think they are, how they represent themselves. And an artist came in and looked at them and drew how they portrayed them. Did you guys see that commercial?
No.
And it was weird because a lot of the women, they had disfigured faces. When they told the artist what they think they look like, they might have made their nose bigger or smaller or their eyes bulkier. You know, it's not what they really, how other people see them. So it's good to promote that and tell them, like, no, you're more beautiful than you think you are. And there's another campaign they also do. It's called Love Your Curls. Did you guys see that commercial? That's airing like now. The Love Your Curls commercial by Dove. It's promoting obviously their products, but it's showing young women and kids in the salon getting their hair done. And they're saying, don't tame my curls. They have big curly hair like how I'm wearing it now, and flat irons coming to the head or perms coming to the head, and they're saying, no.
I want to sit down about hair and have hair talk because I'm sure we can go on for days about
hair.
Well,
did you guys get a chance to see the Meredith Vera show when Romeo